Tom, you got your lie?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I may include this part in the show. All right.
Everyone, and welcome to Carnival Cruising Podcastaways, the podcast where we talk about anything and everything Carnival Cruising related. My name, well, that's not important. My name is actually Bill, but I'm introducing Podcastaways, Trevor Shelby, Thomas Kennedy, and Gary Benny.
How are you guys doing today?
Well, considering you know the intro was botched, you know.
I mean, I'm hoping we're not paying Bill.
Well, it's just on the job, guys. I mean,
I'm sorry, guys. Don't fire me. Don't please.
You're fired.
Oh,
it's hilarious for those who are actually watching on Spotify.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's really great. Yeah, definitely go on over to Spotify. You can see Jerry and
Jerry.
Bill, you mean
Bill. Bill Jerry, that's his name. Mr. Jerry.
You don't even know who you're talking to, you know, who your voice is.
What are you talking about? If you go to Spotify, you can see him. Spotify, whatever, search for Carnival Cruising Podcastaways. I don't know the exact link. It's down in the description of this podcast. So if you're listening somewhere else, you could go there. So voila. Download the podcast twice. And so
loaded twice.
Yeah. So every week for the last 72 weeks, we have done 2 truths and a lie. And I really think
for the past 72 weeks.
Yeah, last 72 weeks we've done it. And it's something that we've come up with ourselves. No one else suggested this. And so that's how we start off this. Every show is who is the liar? And I don't have an opening for this week. I should have put together an opening.
Wow.
Who's backing up?
No, that was my rice cooker.
Oh, okay. Who's backing up? That's great. Anyway, so
play your famous song for your awesome. That's not famous. It's not famous yet.
Not famous. No. I don't even know.
That's okay. That's all right. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah.
I enjoyed it last week, though. Maybe we need to put that on the.
But it would probably be crazy. Yeah, I like that one. That one was fun. So I'll start off this week with telling you guys just a little bit about my week. So now this is crazy, but I've been procrastinating and I've been putting things off, and we talked a little bit about this before the show. I am getting prepared to start working on my YouTube again. So I've done a few things to get that going. Part of that is my new sound equipment and stuff. So I kind of told myself if I was going to do this, then if I was going to get these toys, I was going to go back to it. So that is one thing I'm working on. So definitely keep tuned on that.
Okay.
Awesome. Tom, you go second.
I go second?
Yeah. You go second.
That's why we've been doing it these last 72 weeks.
It's last 72 weeks, man. We do it every week.
Well, my week kind of sucked. I mean, because I lost a bunch of money.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I invested in this Chat GPT crap, and the bottom fell out of it.
Oh, yeah. Well, now we know. Never mind. That's not a.
Wow, man, that's crazy.
I thought you were going to say you went back to the casino and lost all your and gambled it away there. But man, putting it on Chat GPT, definitely not. I mean, the casino would have been way better opportunity.
I know. I mean, geez. And you know, I mean, I had just won the lottery, you know, and everyone knows about that, you know, and I lost all of that, you know, the bottom just fell, you know.
Did it. Wow.
If it wasn't for bad luck, you wouldn't have any luck at all, huh?
Exactly.
That's man. So you're back to square one, huh?
Yep. Broke is broke.
Broke is broke.
Yep.
Oh man, I'm sorry about my camera continuing to wobble when I laugh, but I'm sitting on my bed with my computer on my lap, so and my belly's hitting the keyboard part. But anyways, oh gosh. So all right, well my week, I mean, it's been wash and repeat for the last 72 weeks for me. You know, nothing super special happened. No hotel stays really this week, but you know, I came back from Gainesville. Wife and I just chilled at the house, went to church, and then yesterday just drove. Yeah. I mean, I'm serious. Like it's been it's a non-eventful week, but it's been a good week. You know, I mean, it's always a good thing not to have things happen. So, but yeah, that's it, man. So I'm happy to be here. Thank you guys for inviting me once again I think this is my 9th or 10th straight guest appearance here on the show.
72.
72. This is true. Yeah. So
you aren't a guest.
Yeah.
Oh,
you stopped being a guest.
You are listed as an admin on the page, which means you are a co-host.
Yeah, I thought that just made it because I was like the king. What does Reese call me? The president of the fan club or something?
Yeah,
so
no.
You've been promoted.
Oh, okay.
You've been promoted. You know.
Yeah.
You can bitch and moan and all you want, but you are now officially, you know.
Okay.
Because who's gonna hold the fort down while we're gone? You know.
Honest and truthfully, I lost sleep over that this week.
Are you serious?
I did, man. I'm not gonna lie, because like after I listened to it I mean. All right, I am quite a geek. I do go back and listen on Saturday whenever it posts, just because I enjoy listening to it, and I still laugh, even though I know what's about to happen. I still laugh when listening to it, and then when that part came up, and I was like, "Oh, that's right. Oh man, what am I gonna do?" So Saturday night, I was like, all day Saturday, like afternoon, everything like that, and I was like, okay, and I'm going through my head on who we could invite and who we could, you know, and I think what we're gonna do is if we can get 3 good speak pipes, we'll put it up for vote.
Yeah.
And we'll see who can be, you know, the guest host with me.
There you go.
If worse comes to worse, you know, you can have Josh on the show, and then he'll be 2 shows up on Amanda.
There you go. Josh and I honestly think I did think of that, you know. I thought about Josh. I also thought about reaching out. I know you're not going to like this idea, but at that time, I do know a certain cruise director is going to be off of the ship. And so I thought about reaching out to that cruise director.
You're lucky there's video with this.
And just seeing if they would like to guest appear, you know, and see what, you know, they would be doing on the, you know, and I'm honestly willing to compensate even so. But yeah, so that's something that I thought of too.
I cried when I saw someone from the cruise group post that some weirdo was going to be a cruise director who I've never heard of before.
Exactly. And I mean, and the thing is like he went straight from like, I think he's on the Venezia or something like that.
Yeah.
And then he's going to be on the Jubilee. It's like, wow, who is this guy? I mean,
he went to, you know, and he's going to be on there from, I think, March till June.
Yeah, it's March through March, April, and May. Yeah, is when he's going to be on there. So I was like, wow, so it's a little 3-month fill-in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
not a bad deal. I'm sure he's going to be just as good. Okay.
Oh, I mean, I haven't. Well, I take that back. There was one. I won't, but but I haven't had, except for one time, a cruise director that I didn't really care for, so to speak. but he was still good. He just wasn't. He just wasn't to the level of the other ones that I've had.
Yeah,
I mean, I've had some really good ones, and I think I've had like the cruise director on the Sunshine when we went on the Sunshine. He wasn't that one wasn't memorable at all. I don't remember. I don't even remember who it was.
Yeah. I remember every single one of mine. I mean, I know every one that I've ever had. I'm looking up the Jubilee now just to see what that guy's name was again. I don't think we're going to mention it, but yeah,
it's in the
group.
I mean, I know I'm looking at it right now. I mean, if you want me to say his name, I will. But
it don't matter. Well, okay. So last week we played Two Truths and a Lie, and
we did.
People say we don't know how to play this game. So this is the way the votes broke down over on the Facebook page, on our group page. So definitely join the group. Search for Carnival Cruising Podcastaways on Facebook. You could join in and add to the votes. Gary got 3 votes, made up for about 15% of the vote. Tom got 5 votes, which was 26% of the vote. I, for some reason, got 43% of the votes with 8 votes. And then Bobby added Tom as always. And so that gives you another vote there, Tom. And then we had a really good write-in. I haven't listened because I'm on a cruise by Patty. And so Patty and Will had voted on that one. So there you go. That's where the votes were. Who was the liar? Hang on. It was all of us.
Do the rim shot. Why don't you do the drum roll?
That's it.
That's a rim shot. That's not a drum roll.
That's gross what you're saying. That's gross. So no,
rim shot, not rim job.
Gross. Anyway, either way, even with a shot glass, it's gross, man. So,
God.
How's that one?
That's better. Yeah,
that's better. Okay. Anyways,
I did also get a vote in the comments. So,
you did.
Miss Jane Sayer, she threw me under the bus. It's like totally Gary, totally Bob Dylan.
Oh, somebody found a button.
Air horn.
Oh, it's really funny. So who was the liar? It was
all of us.
All of us.
Well,
yes.
Once, we all didn't. We all told. Well, you and I, Trevor, told partial truths.
Yeah.
You didn't almost die.
I was not exactly close to death.
Yeah, I don't know exactly that I met Bob Dylan. But Tom was honestly the liar completely because he's not going to soup up the ravioli. So
yeah,
well, I mean, I could soup up the ravioli. I mean, I have the knowledge to soup up the ravioli. I just don't have the cash.
There you go.
Well,
yeah. But make sure you go to Facebook and over our group and vote for this week. Was it Trevor? Was it Tom? Or was it? It wasn't me. So it's either Trevor or Tom.
Not me either. So
I did notice. Told everyone that it's you guys.
Yeah, well, I did notice whenever Gary tagged everyone in the group in the comments, he said, "Don't forget to vote for Trevor or Thomas. Time's almost up."
Yeah, exactly.
He didn't give himself as an option.
He's throwing us under the bus. You realize that, Trevor?
I mean, if you go back and look at the actual votes, I voted for you and Trevor. I mean, I voted for both of y'all. So.
Oh, well, talking about throwing someone under the bus, there was a post that I saw that Mr. John Hild, we do a lot of John Hild stuff now. Mr. John Hild,
he's been really getting a lot of stuff lately.
He has. He's been doing our job for us, and I love it. So he actually posted a question about the porters, and I was kind of, I thought for a while, there was hope in these cruisers today. And then I saw a few comments that I was like, lost all hope. So it is interesting. So he was talking about porters and do you tip your porters? So
the answer is hell yes.
Yeah. Is that
because they take your luggage from you and put it? I mean, it could be like the airport where you drag it in and then you give it to someone. But these people work off tips anyway.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I don't know if that's true or not.
That's not true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really? They actually have a salary now? Because I'd heard they don't have a salary.
They're union employees.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I think they pay pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. That's my only. Now I want to preface this with I tip $2 a bag.
Yeah.
All right, minimum. Sometimes $3-4. If it's 2 bags and I got a $10 bill, I'm giving them a $10 bill for my 2 bags.
Yeah. Right.
But typically it's a $10 tip, whether I got 2 bags, 3 bags, or 4 bags.
Yeah.
Just $10.
Yeah. I got you.
But typically, like I say, there's a lot of discussion with this, and there has been in the past, back when I was involved in some cruise groups in Facebook, and there were several people who said that they are union employees making well over $20 an hour plus tips.
Yeah. Really?
And,
that's what I've heard too.
And so for me, I mean, the thing is, and I've heard horror stories to where there's been a guy who did not have any cash, and because he just didn't know. And I mean, he literally pulled his pockets out, showed the guy, look, man, I'm sorry. I thought I had it, but I don't. And the guy's like, well, I'm sorry. I hope your luggage gets on the ship.
Yeah.
And he stepped off to the side and watched for like 20 minutes. And the guy literally left his luggage sitting off to the side and was not putting it on the carts.
Yeah.
And so he snuck around and got his luggage and took it on the ship by himself because he seriously thought that his luggage was going to be left and not put on the ship.
Yeah. So in New Orleans, there was a time that I've seen where people have gone, not realize they need to tip, and they would flat out just refuse to take the bags because there was no tip given. And so they just wouldn't take it. So there was no tip. No, I'm not even touching your bag. So that was pretty much what was handed over.
Well,
so
I do know that, and I want to say it was New Orleans, and all I had was large bills at the time. And the guy was like, well, this is the last time you're going to see me. And I was like, okay, well, and I knew and obviously then it kind of clicked with me. And I was like, man, I said, I'm sorry. All I've got is 20s. I said, you want to give change? He goes, I don't give change. I said, well, what's your Venmo? And so he was like, I said, what's your Venmo or your Cash App? And he literally pulled out a business card that had his Cash App.
Wow.
And I took a picture, took the QR code, picture with his Cash App, and sent him a Cash App for $10.
Now, I will say that I typically do. Now, I always say I typically do like $5 a bag, but honestly, it really depends on what on how many bags I'm handing over. So there are times that like I will do $10 and I've handed them 3 bags, but one of the bags is typically like a small bag. And exactly. I'm not even considering that a full size piece of luggage that's worth $5 to drag in. I just don't want to deal with it, going through all the scanning and stuff. So yeah, there are times I do less. So, but I have never had an issue going up and saying, all I got is a 20. I'm tipping you 10. So we got to get this broke. And I've never had an issue. Now I'm speaking from
non-New Orleans standpoint.
Galveston, not New Orleans. New Orleans, I had exact change. So I can imagine. It seems like to me they're a little rougher there.
Right.
So it might be different at every port. But
I mean, I usually tip between $3 and $5 a bag. Miami is a bit higher priced place to live. So if I'm leaving out of Miami or Long Beach or something like that, I may up it because it is a higher price of living there. than what I'm used to. So, like Galveston is not as high as, the other places. Neither is New Orleans, but
but also remember that you're paying them off of your cost of living, which is here in Oklahoma.
Yeah, right. Yes. It's not your fault they chose to live in Miami.
Yeah. So, no, it's too funny though. I do agree. I think we should tip, but I honestly think that there should be an option. I don't think you should be hounded if you don't. Right. Honestly,
I agree. Yeah.
So I get it both ways.
And I've witnessed other people, like especially when we went on our New Year's Eve cruise out of Charleston.
Yeah.
There was a person right before us, and they were like, "Look, this is my first cruise. I've never been on a cruise. I didn't know. I'm sorry." And the guy's like, "That's okay. Don't worry about it. I got you covered." And so I do think it does have a little bit to do with the port itself. I can test it in Mobile, in 56 days, I think is what my time period is. I'll be on a cruise ship or getting on a cruise ship. And let's see, that's 121 until my Memorial Day one. 52 days. 52
days. 52 days. I mean, like on my first cruise, I had no idea there were going to be porters out there.
Yeah.
So I didn't. I did not plan accordingly. Because of course, this was before I knew about cruise groups and stuff like that. So I didn't know, what all to expect. I was just going off of, what my parents had said whenever they went on their cruise beforehand, and stuff like that. So I had no idea that I was going to need cash to tip porters.
Yeah,
because I didn't know there were porters. I just thought it was going to be like flying, and I take it up to the terminal and hand it to them, and I didn't, not like the Sky Cap, where it's curbside like the porters are. So
yeah. Now, I will also say that I am completely against taking your luggage all the way through security and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Anyone that does that,
okay.
I am like, oh my God, like you are in for it. You're getting on. It is 10 o'clock and you're going to be lugging that around until like 1 or 2.
Exactly.
And I feel so bad.
Unless
they have,
faster the fun,
some platinum type benefits, there won't be faster the fun. Hopefully all the platinums have united and bought that already. But I'm just saying. Oh, but yeah, no,
Gary. Whenever I become platinum this next cruise, I will be the same person I used to. I've always been, because I'm just looking forward to free laundry. Okay,
we're not playing Two Truths and a Lie anymore.
Let me speak for my man here. Oh, hang on.
All right, let me speak for my man here. So what he's saying is that he is not going to be the same person at all. He is going to have that platinum card. It's going to be up in the corner of the screen. Every time he's on the show, it's going to say, he's going to demand that I go, and Platinum Man Thomas Kennedy. So that's how this is going to go.
No, I never. that last part is all you, not.
So
because I don't introduce myself,
Well, you're going to demand that's your introduction. So the Platinum Man, no longer the Golden Boys. So, which was really funny. I never thought about the Golden Boy reference until we were on the family reunion group cruise. I was talking to Eddie, and Eddie was like, I really like y'all call yourselves the Golden Boys. He goes, it's like the Golden Girls.
Oh man!
I go, Eddie, stop.
Eddie, really? You're older than us, Eddie. Come on, man.
It was great. I love it. I love that dude. But yeah, when he said that about Lost, I thought it was so funny. Oh, well,
I'm going through. I saw a door decoration, and I'm trying to find it real quick.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I have a feeling that this will be you guys' door decoration very shortly. This guy he basically took some sort of clear plastic like holder that had, it wasn't like shoe holder because they didn't go top and up. They went sideways.
Okay.
And he took that and hung it on his door and put all of his platinum sailing sign cards from his previous cruises on the door.
None of the other cards, just his
Yeah, right.
card.
I just remember. I'm looking. Yeah, here it is. I found it. Okay, there are some gold cards, but yeah. So I can't. I'm just gonna do this old school. Yeah, no, maybe not. Yes, there.
I love it. There are a couple gold on there.
There is some really old ones there, like the really dark gold.
Yeah,
that's from that's from like
pre-COVID.
When you went from blue to gold.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So that goes back that far, you think? Okay. Yeah, with just the waves in the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I wasn't cruising then. I say I wasn't. I don't know. I mean, I started with Carnival in 2017.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I saw that, and I don't want to. That guy was just. Some people may know who that is, but I told Teresa, I was like, and this right here is why. I will not be. And she goes, but anyways, I said, I can see Thomas or Trevor doing this though. And she says, oh, most definitely.
Oh, that's great. So this week, Madison has worked together a few more products for us.
Oh, congratulations, Madison. Thank you. I look forward to these. These are amazing.
She has been working so hard. And let me find.
All right. Well, while you look for that, I want to also kind of just bring up that second thing about straws.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I read several people's comments on the original post from John about, where the person said, come on, John, get with the times. I'm not going to bring my own straw. And, and then also this article that was sent between us talks about how Royal is using biodegradable plastics. But John refuses. Carnival will refuse. They're going to stay with their edible straws. How do you guys feel about the edible straws?
It depends on the type of drink, because if I'm drinking like a strawberry daiquiri or something like that, I don't mind them. But what about the diabetics out there? They can't use a straw, because there's so much sugar in those straws.
I never thought about that. That's a good point.
Never did either. I didn't know if there was sugar in them or not.
Yeah, there's sugar in them.
They taste like they're sugar straws. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're edible.
And that's why they dissolve. Yeah. So just because the sugar melts down and gets in your drink.
So do you take your own straw on board?
No, I generally just drink it like if it's a blue Hawaiian or something like that, I'll generally just take the straw out and just drink it out of the glass.
I got you. Okay.
Now, I have taken my own straw, but I typically stick to the Carnival straws. It doesn't bother me either way. I don't eat them, and I don't let my drink sit long enough for it to get gross.
Right.
So, okay.
And see, I take my own straw. I have a collapsible stainless that I use, and it goes to about from this big to, well, never mind. So, but so I have
you did apologize before the show that you had a lot.
Exactly. I sent y'all the text. That's it. But we'll let Trevor cut that out. But yes, I have a collapsible straw that I use, and it has its own holder and everything like that. So
I'm not against bringing my own straw. Hell, I bring my own tumbler. I mean, and I have to rinse that out.
Yep. Yeah. I actually bring two tumblers. I bring one that's a larger one for port days where I can fill it up with water and put some ice in it and take it off the ship and have ice as I'm walking around. And then I just have my normal, and that's probably a 30 plus ounce, it's about the size of these new Stanley cups that are all the rave right now,
Yeah.
It's a little bit bigger than that. And then I also have a little small 16 ounce tumbler that I take just to have drinks put in whenever I was getting to
the
drink.
Stainless steel ones because I used to acid etch them. But I mean, it's like just overnight, Yeti is going to go bankrupt because of Stanley.
Oh man, right? Yeah.
Oh, too funny. Well, I've got these products already. Do you guys want to see them?
I have been that's why I cut I had more take for the straws. I cut it short because I wanted to see these products.
All right. So this first one is a personalized life buoy floaty.
Madison misspelled her own name.
Yeah, it's a luxury oversized life buoy with LED rings. They'll be personalized. And yeah, it's got built-in cup holders, perfect for relaxing on the pool. So this next one is one of my favorites, actually. It is the nautical map imprints. It is a self-tanning lotion that you can use that actually builds a map on yourself. And
that is some fancy flipping technology right there, man.
That's something that Madison whipped together for us here. So you just put it on and you're all stenciled up there.
Yeah, like you're applying a tattoo out of almost like you're applying a tattoo out of a sunscreen container.
Yes. Oh, so
now, my question though, is that reef safe?
Okay. It sure is.
All right.
So
we want it reef safe.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. So this next one is the Cruise Control walking shoes. These unique shoes feature a detailed map of the cruise ship embedded in the soles, with part of the sole and the upper lighting up in various colors to guide the wearers around the ship. It's vibrant, fun, and designed. The design of the shoes is showcased on the clear, polished deck of a cruise ship. So this actually leads you around the ship, shows you where to go. Okay.
You said on the sole, there's a map, detailed map in the sole of the shoe?
Yes, and on the outside of the shoes as well. You have to take them off and kind of figure out where you're going.
Now, are these like wheelies in this remote control?
No, they light up and tell you if you're going in the right direction or not.
Oh, well, shit, never mind.
Still, genius.
100%. I did not come up with any of this. I said, Madison, come up with 10 products. I picked out 5. So
I mean, think about this. You pull up the Carnival Hub app. You tell it where you want to go. It Bluetooths to your shoes. And you basically are playing hot and cold with your shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if you're hot, they're turning red.
Yeah.
But if you're getting cold, they're going to start turning blue. You better watch out.
Don't go that way.
Or red and green. I mean, either way.
Oh, too funny. So,
okay, Madison, I got to applaud you on that one. Those are very, very, very nice.
Yes. Well, this next one is one you cannot buy and take home on the ship, but this is something you actually do on the ship. It is a telescope with comedic commentary. This telescope is equipped with digital screens and speakers. It's designed to use on a cruise ship. The digital screens show playful graphics like sea monsters or pirate ships, adding a whimsical touch to the experience of exploring the horizon. So
I honestly was thinking it was just going to come up with some comedy sketch on the ocean, that it wasn't actually going to superimpose fake things on the water. Okay, so that's better.
So it's got the little sea monsters and like another ship there. So you're looking out and with comedic commentary and throw in there. So this was great. So fun for the whole family.
Most definitely.
You can have a blast there. And then the last one is
sea salt.
This is
do not get me started on this.
Gourmet sea salt from the 7 Seas. The sampler includes 7 small, elegantly designed jars, each containing different types of exotic sea salts from various seas from around the world. The settings suggest a sophisticated kitchen or dining area on the cruise ship, complementing the maritime theme of the product. So there you go. Gourmet sea salt from the 7 Seas. So,
all right.
A whole
Tom, do you have a comment on this at all?
No.
Okay. Can I want just give me I got a rant.
No, let's hear it.
All right. The sea salt at the steakhouse every time for the first 4 cruises or 5 cruises that we went on with Carnival. When we would go to the steakhouse, they would come by and after you would order, they would come by and give you a salt option to where there was it was either 6 or 9 salts in this box that you could choose to have your steak done with.
Mm-hmm.
The last 4 times that we've been on a cruise and been into the steakhouse, it's not an option. Carnival either has done away with that option, or our server one time, which was on the horizon back in May of 22. I asked the lady, I said, what about the salt choice for my steak? And she literally was like, oh yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry.
Maybe.
And I was like, but okay, so what am I getting?
Yeah.
And so, but anyway, so not that it's that big of a deal. However, now, if you're going to offer this as a Carnival option, Madison, I mean, I love this idea, but I'm going to carry my own salt around now.
Yeah.
And I'll be able to go and say, here's the salt that I want on my steak.
Now, you're gonna go walking around with a silver briefcase just full of different sea salts.
For those 8 choices from all the 8 seas from around the world.
Yeah.
I'm in there like swimwear.
So this is actually a really sad story because this is what I was having today, and I had to go over there and get my bag because it was in my bag. It is actually my Bonaire Affair sea salt that I bought in Bonaire. Look how much is gone. It's almost empty.
Oh wow.
Wow.
It is.
Wow.
It is ingredients, Bonairean sea salt, peppercorns, citrus pill, and spices. And this is by far the best sea salt I bought. Now I got to go back to Bonaire just to get this because I love it so much. Now, Gary's showing us some cocaine. I don't know why. He's crystal meth.
Tom knows what that is.
It's Bonairean sea salt.
Oh, looky there. Oh, good deal.
I've got some too. I just it's packed away somewhere.
This is actual true salt from the salt mines in Bonaire.
Yeah.
On mine and Thomas's and Mama Kennedy.
And Reese.
And who else was with us?
Reese and Teresa.
Yep. Teresa and Reese. We took a island tour.
Yeah.
And the driver stopped at the salt mines.
Oh, wow.
And they had a box on the side of the road. And Tom was it you and Teresa, or who was it? They had to kick the woman off because she was sitting on the salt getting her picture.
It was
taken.
my mom and Teresa.
Yeah, your mom and Teresa kicked this woman off the salt box because she was sitting on it trying to get her picture taken. And we were like, we don't want no butt juice on our salt. Get off.
Exactly.
Because there was no lid on it, I don't think, was there?
It wasn't. That was it. She was literally sitting on the salt.
Is this the same tour that you ate the local fauna and
yes. Yes.
and nearly died.
It was also where we sat and one of Tom's shorts. Is it a short, or is it actually in one of your videos where you show the slave houses?
I did it in a short and in a long form.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was I'm telling you what, that cruise was just so awesome.
It was the best, man. It really was. I've got to go back to Bonaire though. I've looked up online. I only found one product that is similar, not from Bonaire, but it does have a lot of the same ingredients. I'm not convinced it's going to be the same.
It's called Mrs. Dash.
No, it's not. It's different, but
I will send you a couple chunks of this, and you can make your own.
Yeah,
I could
do just that. Hit it with a hammer and break it up, and then put it in the grinder.
Yeah, there you go.
But you gotta add like you said, you have to add those extra little things because it tells you what they are.
Yeah, but the only thing is it says spices at the end, and then but I mean the peppercorn is very obvious. Citrus peel. I don't know. It's delicious. I love it.
Got you.
I was gonna look up and see if I could find Bonaire Affair maybe on Facebook or something. Maybe I can pay them some money and just send me stuff. So
I was gonna say get Sammy to do it, but that wouldn't be Sammy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true too. Well, we could maybe have him go to another island.
There you go. Hey Sammy, right? Hey, get on a boat, go over to Bonaire, buy some of this salt.
He's
I think I may still have
instructions unclear. He's doing donuts in the ocean.
I think I have that taxi driver's number too, though, Tom. I mean, I think.
You did grab it, so you could recommend that lady for tours and stuff.
Well, we need to have them on the show.
She's just a taxi driver, bro.
Yeah, I don't care. We are looking for guests. I am in the midst of looking for some guests for this season. So we are.
There's a TikTok couple who they do a lot of Carnival cruises. I thought about asking.
Yeah, reach out, definitely.
But
I was sort of tongue in cheek earlier about the special cruise director that I'm gonna use. It's not that I have connections, but I'm going to definitely contact a couple of the cruise directors that I know about and make sure while they're on the ship, there's just no way because they're so busy.
Yeah.
But if they are on vacation.
There is a PR way of doing it too that I have.
There ain't no reason to go to PR.
The PR way didn't do dilly squat with us. So
well, I mean, it was
funny
funny because that cruise director told me to go through that.
Yeah, that is true. Way. But you are talking about cruise director of the year, so or the year previous.
I want to kind of cover this other. Well, we could discuss if we want to. I think this will be better to cover into another. This will be marked for edit, but. Possibly about the gift card thing with the AARP.
Oh, we're going to talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
Okay. Somebody bring it up.
Hang on. Did we have a...
It was a John post, so...
Yeah, it was a John post. It's in the text. It's in the text things.
So since it was a John post, does that mean that we have to,
Oh, we could definitely do that because it is a message from somebody named A.
Oh, well, then in that case.
Wait, what did they say to John Hield? They'll maybe come over there and fight you. I'll fight you.
All right, so we just went straight cold intro into that then.
Yeah, we did. So, I could call somebody in to kind of read this out for us.
Do we have Bob?
Not Bob, but
we have the breakfast burrito on standby.
We don't. Oh. But hang on, let me see if she's available.
Oh, Margaret again?
Hi, everyone. No, it's not even working.
Oh my. Yeah, I'm on standby. You guys actually never hung up the phone from last week. So I've just been sitting here listening and waiting, actually. But I do know what post you're talking about. So this person actually posted over on John Hield's page, and they said it would be an actual service if you could provide Mr. Hield, if you could stop forcing your usual irrelevant something and inform Carnival customers about the new AARP cards. They are electronic or physical, or are they? Are they electronic or physical? How far in advance should we buy to make sure we need them in time for the cruise? Can the credits from the card be applied to daily service charges like gratuities? Is AARP OBC stackable? I mean, you don't even mention that. And these questions could not be answered by the person on the other end of the Carnival's whatever. And so the call helpline. And this is information that should be shared as a matter of principle, as there are millions of members, which means there are many Carnival cruisers who should be informed. And I, for one, as a double diamond, would like to say that I need this information too. So you guys gotta let me know.
Well,
Okay.
Luckily, we just had this conversation like a couple weeks ago personally.
We did.
Yeah.
So, okay. So first of all, anyone of any age pretty much can be an AARP member.
18 years or older now. Yeah.
You pay the introductory price of like $13 or $14 and you get a 1 year service. And then it's like $18 after that. Hashtag not an ad, but so once you're in, you can go over onto their rewards and you can actually search through the gift cards. And I have better luck going to the website versus using the app, but you could actually go in, you pull up everything. It's electronic. So you're purchasing an electronic gift card. So these gift cards, and I've never used them myself yet, but as soon as you buy them, you get an email and you're in possession of the card electronically. Yes. So then you can then go on, you can add it to your onboard credit statement on your cruise. You can pre-purchase your onboard credit if you wish.
Yep.
You can use it to buy.
I don't know that OBC is the proper term there, though.
No, right. It's a gift card. I mean,
it's a gift card. I mean, it's not even really onboard credit. It's just, right. But you can purchase, funds to be on your before you go on your cruise.
So what I recommend doing, right? That you get the AARP website gives them to you for a 10% discount.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were to buy a $500 card, you pay $450 for it.
Yes.
If you were to buy a $100 card, you pay $90 for it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like you say, they send you the email. Then what you can do is you can go onto your account, into your booking, and you can buy, say, $5 worth of just plain old cruise cash.
Yep.
Okay. And then when you buy that $5, you put that gift card in for, if it's $100, $150, $200, whatever amount it is. And then it applies the remaining of that gift card just to your account.
Yeah. So
that'll keep you from having to go to guest services when you're on the ship or any of that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, I think you could actually now just use the self-service kiosk to load everything on there. Mm-hmm. And so they make it as easy as possible to use these. My mom has almost exclusively prepays for everything this way. So she just goes in and she loads up however much she needs. She knows how many cards she has. Now she plans it out where by the end of the cruise, she's used up everything. So she usually leaves, and she usually has cards left over, and those are just waiting for her next cruise. And so that's all that she does. You can book cruises with it. You can do all kinds of stuff. I highly recommend if you would like to save just a tiny bit of money. I mean, it adds up over time. I mean, you get $1,000 of the AARP cards, and all it is, it's not a special brand of AARP. It's just a gift card, Carnival gift card, and you'll be saving $100 right there. So,
but I think one of the things that this lady doesn't understand is that just like if you bought an Applebee's card from Walmart, Applebee's can't tell you how to use that card if they bought it at Walmart. You know, they may sell it, but that doesn't mean they know how to recharge it or anything like that. So,
well, this is actually just a Carnival card. I mean, the Carnival is Carnival's card, but I understand that, but it's a AARP card, like it's a specialized card, when all it is just their bog standard gift card. Yeah,
but she thinks that Carnival and AARP have a deal going on.
Yeah, and they don't. Yeah, so. No, AARP is just passing a savings to their members.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's a good deal. That's the only reason, honestly. Only darn reason I'm an AARP member is because I wanted that 10% off of my card.
Yeah, there were several people in the comments that made the comment that they use the gift cards to say pay for their drink package, Yeah. So most of the time your drink package is right at $1,000, depending on, for two people for the cruise. So you buy those two cards. And you buy two $500 cards, like you said, $1,000. You buy them for $900. You pay for your drink package, so you've girl math. You got $100 off. You got $100 off of your drink package to be able to use for whatever else you want. So.
Yeah, no, you're saving everywhere. And then, you get in these deals where you get a couple $100 of onboard credit and all that stuff. I mean, everything just seems to stack up. And when you really start girl mathing it, you really, you can go far with it. So,
I mean, that's the thing. Deal. I mean, you honestly, like you mentioned, you can use those gift cards to pay for your cruise. So if you had, if you bought a $500 gift card a month, so somehow, I don't know if you have $450 just laying around to be able to buy a gift card, but if not, you buy a $100 gift card, and by the time the end of the year rolls around, you have $1,200 worth of gift cards that you've spent $880 on.
Yeah.
And now you've got a cruise, and then you use that as, to buy one of these special rate cruises. Yeah, I mean, obviously with onboard credit, like I say, yes, I mean, you can stack some discounts to definitely cruise cheaper that way.
Yeah, definitely. And, it's just one of those deals. I mean, a lot of these people getting the pretty darn near to cheap, like almost free cruises, like, $200 with $200 onboard credit kind of stuff. You stack stuff like this on top of that. It's like, you're kind of paid yourself to go. So so exactly. You've knocked all those taxes and port fees down quite a bit. So you're doing yourself a service there. So I don't know. I like it. I think it's very, once you do it, I think you kind of got it down. Like let me put it this way. If my mom can do it, you're fine. Okay.
Did you just diss your mother?
Hey, we love you, Miss Shelby.
Yeah, but my goodness. Oh, if she could do it, like she amazes me every day that she's not been, scammed on the internet or got a virus on her computer or something along those lines. So if she could get through, buy gift cards and not run into any trouble and then load them on a Carnival cruise, I think you're perfectly capable of doing it too. So.
And if not, Tom is going to create a walkthrough video on how to do it. And we're going to post it onto our carnivalcruising.com/Facebook/
I already have TikTok the one about I already have the one about using the machine to add money to your account.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, but now you need to do one where you're
For
adding a gift card.
Yep.
So what you're saying is I got to buy a gift card before I leave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, well, actually, what you're going to do is this week you're going to give us your credit card number.
No.
Ooh, yeah.
Nope.
while you type it in on the computer on AARP's website. And, I have a gift card, and then you're gonna,
Nope.
Oh, it's too funny.
Shucks, I thought we could try it.
Well, it's for the podcast, Tom. Okay.
I am not giving you all my credit card numbers.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, I will be on my cruise. I will be using them. So
I use them on mine all the time. I don't get mine through AARP. I have mine through another avenue.
Yeah.
I use Afterpay, but what that is that's just a 4-pay, ability, so that I get a $500 gift card, and then I pay $125 every 2 weeks for it.
Yeah.
So I am literally getting a $500 gift card every month.
Yeah.
And then I just use those for usage, like I say, and I do the same thing.
Good deal.
But Teresa and I have talked about getting an AARP membership to save the $50, instead of just paying for them over time.
Yeah. Well, I got dragged into it. Jamie Lee Curtis tempted me with her wild ways, and I joined away. So I
are you eating the poop yogurt too?
Is that something that she's doing?
Yeah, the Activia yogurt.
And yes. Anyways, I don't have a clue, but if she's doing it, I will. So
the Activia yogurt, she does the commercial
probiotics.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Hashtag not an ad.
Hashtag not an ad. But anyways, well, are we done?
I think so.
I think we've.
I've asked this twice.
You're just rambling. You know?
All right. Well, just know that you are unique, you are special, and you are loved.
And remember, anything that happens on the ship stays on YouTube. Bye.
Hey, 52 days, and I will have a breakfast burrito in my hands.
Save the foosball tables. Bye-bye. Oh, see ya.
I had to have that dramatic pause.